Now we're going to show you some exercises for your arms, specifically for your triceps. The most basic tricep exercise is something we call dips, and you can use any sturdy chair to do dips on. Shannon's going to demonstrate. A dipping exercise is a little difficult. To make it easier, the closer you move your feet to the chair, the easier the exercise becomes. The further away from the chair your feet are, the more difficult the exercise becomes. Another thing that we can do for your triceps is a tricep extension. We can use the water jug for this. It's a little cumbersome to use the water jug, but you can make it work. It can be effective, again, for working the triceps. The key to doing any tricep exercise of this nature is you keep your arms as straight up and down as you can, and keep your arms as close to your head as you can when you're doing this exercise. And again, this is a tricep extension, does a great job of toning the triceps again. Perfect. Okay, we already showed you the triceps. Now we're going to show you some exercises for the biceps. The paint cans will work really well for this. You're doing a simple bicep curl. You can either do them bilaterally, which means you're doing them together, or you can alternate, right, then left. If you do alternate them, as one's coming down, you want to bring the other one up so that you have constant movement with your arms while you're doing that. And fully extend your arms so you're getting full range of motion. We can also do what we call a concentration curl, using the chair again, and in this case we're going to use the water jug. You basically hold the water jug in your hand, you have your other hand supporting your leg, and your tricep is against your forearm, and you're just going to curl it from this position. And again, this is more of an isolation type of exercise for the biceps, but very effective for working them again. Good. Or another area that people always want to know how they can get it stronger is their lower back. We have a few options for that. One of those exercises is called a bird dog. It's a relatively simple exercise where you're alternating your leg and your arm and bringing them up. When you're doing this, you are actually flexing the muscles of the lower back in so doing. Switch arms, do 3 and 3. All right, this is effective for the gluteals as well as the lower back. Once again, if you have a physio ball at home, there's a lot of great exercises you can do for your back on the physio ball. A couple of them are a hyperextension exercise that Shannon will demonstrate. You simply use your lower back muscles to raise yourself up and down on the ball. A modification off of this is something we call a reverse hyperextension. Some people call it a dolphin because you look like a dolphin when you're doing it. You keep your legs straight and you bring your legs up while your hips are on the physio ball. And again, very effective for the lower body. Okay, the last group of muscles that we haven't addressed yet is the core. There's a lot of different exercises that you can do with your core. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples here. One of them is the position Shannon's already in. This is called a plank. It's an isometric type of exercise where you just hold your abs in a fixed position for an extended amount of time. You can hold them for 30 seconds, a minute if you're able to, and you just want to keep a nice steady pressure on your core while you're doing it. Okay, good? Once again, you can also do your standard crunch. We no longer do full sit-ups. Full sit-ups are considered to be bad for our lower back, but a crunch type of movement where you're simply coming up and flexing your core. Notice Shannon is not pulling on her head when she's doing this exercise. That's a big misconception people have when they're doing crunch type of exercises, is they pull on their heads. Make sure that you are just relaxing your hands in that grip. If you have a physio ball, once again, crunches on a physio ball are also very effective. And you don't have to get down on the floor to do them in this case, which makes it a little easier for some people. Same idea, just crunching using the ab area. Okay, so for most of these exercises, you want to do 3 sets of between 12 and 15 repetitions. For the core exercise that we gave at the end, you can do more than that if you like to, maybe sets of 25 or something like that. And that should be effective for you. We hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that it will benefit you during this crazy time that we're all living through. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to send me an email. It's pelitera@canisius.edu. Have a great Easter, everyone.